Australian share market fell for a third consecutive session on Tuesday, with the ASX 200 down by 13 points, or around 0.2%. Investors globally are quite concerned about the continuing exchange between the United States and other countries around the world in relation to trade, but most noticeably in the last day it's been the European Union and China. They have said that they would retaliate against the latest round of tariffs that have been announced by the United States. So this is concerning on a number of fronts, not least of which is the potential headwind for growth, but then it also introduces scope for inflation at a time when rates are quite low and investors are already pretty finicky when it comes to the prospect of higher interest rates. But as far as the various sectors were concerned, miners were weaker as a group today. In general, Fortescue Metals was down by around 2%. Banks stopped the market from moving further into negative territory. The CBA was up by the better part of 1% today, having been the biggest decliner yesterday, falling by more than 2%. Gold stocks were the exception in the mining space. They were generally higher. Northern Star up by more than 2%. Energy stocks weaker. Oil prices retreated in the last day, having seen a sizable increase at the weekend. Santos was down by around 0.75%. Elsewhere, there's been a bit of takeover and acquisition news in the last couple of weeks. Australian Pharmaceutical Industries, or API, today up 7%. They were up 7% yesterday as well. They've announced that they would be acquiring a group called Clear Skincare Clinics. They operate around 42 beauty clinics around the country. This is going to be an expansion of the service offering for API, who are best known for their ownership of Priceline and Sol Pattinson's pharmacies. Elsewhere, BHP announced that it had reached an agreement with the Brazilian government, along with Vale, in relation to the Samarco tailings dam disaster. So a move towards some more clarity about that outcome today. BHP shares were down by about 1%. The Aussie dollar a little bit firmer at 74.2 US cents.